Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. I wanted to do a reading here focused on the masculine and the divine feminine, and I wanted to use both of my songs, my lyrics decks here. The heart songs I'll be using for the masculine, the heart songs of the 90s I'll be using for the divine feminine. So let's go ahead and see through these lyrics that come through where the masculine is at, where the divine feminine is at, and then we'll clarify, of course, with some tarot messages. So let's go ahead and choose a song on behalf of the masculine here. All right, here we go. And I'm probably going to grab several scenarios for the collective, so I'll timestamp these. So starting with this first one for the masculine. All right, so what's a song that best represents the masculine? Ooh, we are starting with If You Leave Me Now by Chicago. Some of you guys could be from Chicago. Your masculine could be in Chicago. That could be a specific message already. So the lyrics, a love like ours is love that's hard to find. How could we let it slip away? We've come too far to leave it all behind. How could we end it all this way? When tomorrow comes and we both regret the things we said today. Oh wow, that's pretty significant a message already. So let's grab some tarot. I'll be pulling from my TANIELU tarot for those of you who have chosen message number 1 here. So check out the description box. I'll have all the timestamps there, and I'll also have it in the comments. All right, here we go. Maybe divine feminine, you've already left your masculine, and they're telling you our love is very special. It's hard to find. How could we let it slip away? All right, here we go. What happened? They're definitely in their head, very much in this 8 of Swords energy, feeling trapped in their thoughts. All right, we've got the Fool. We've got the 10 of Cups, divine feminine. You could represent the Queen of Pentacles right here. Very generous, as we can see. Some of you guys could be Earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. So here's the thing. Some of you guys might have actually been married or are married and going through some challenges. Or this is through a new beginning, what the masculine is really wanting to convey to you, divine feminine. They see you as their queen. They see you perhaps as the mother to their children, or you already are, of course, you know, and maybe you tend to be the more giving partner here. And if that was not equal, if that was not balanced, if, for example, the masculine, through these regrets, you know, they just weren't able to put in all the effort that was necessary in the relationship, then that could have been an issue. But look at this. We've got the Judgment. We've got the 6 of Swords. So they really want to take things more so towards these calmer waters. They want to move on from whatever challenging times you guys might have had. If you are in separation from your masculine here, they're going through this awakening or are about to, you know, that Judgment energy right here. This is past energy, taking a look at the past, how things are or were in the past, and really giving them the opportunity to reassess the situation. And ultimately, I feel there will be communication here. There will be communication from your masculine, divine feminine, to the point where they really want to be able to fix things and wanting that reconciliation. So if you're on the same page with your masculine as far as just leaving what happened in the past and ready to move on and claim this happiness that the 10 of Cups can offer so that the harmony can be restored in the relationship once again. This is one of those things where it's not an impossible situation to fix as long as you guys are both on the same page. You know, clearly there could be distance and time apart here. The title of the song is If You Leave Me Now. So divine feminine, you might be considering breaking up with your masculine, and they're basically pleading here. It's like, you know, give us another chance. Let's start over. Let's have a new beginning here. You know, they've really had a chance to see certain aspects of the partnership, what wasn't working, and what it is that they'd like to do to be able to fix this. All right, so that's number 1. All right, so let's go ahead and choose a song on behalf of the feminine. So I'll just alternate whichever deck I am using. So let's grab a song from the Heart Songs of the 90s for the feminines. All right, so Divine Feminine. Let's grab a song. Truly, madly, deeply. Savage Garden, beautiful song. I'll be your dream, I'll be your wish, I'll be your fantasy. I'll be your hope, I'll be your love, be everything that you need. I love you more with every breath, truly, madly, deeply do. I will be strong, I will be faithful, because I'm counting on a new beginning. So Divine Feminine, you know, there could be a masculine here that you really are truly, madly, deeply in love with. Maybe you really do see them as your dream come true, your wish come true. Maybe you have fantasized about somebody like this and it finally manifested in your life. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some tarot here. I'll be using my Celestial Cosmos Tarot. So if you chose this song, message number 2, let's grab some insight. So just the last line of the lyrics, I will be faithful because I'm counting on a new beginning. So some of you guys might have experienced a partnership where they were not faithful and they really want a do-over. They want a new beginning. All right, so let's see. So you're welcome to, if something doesn't resonate with you through any of the messages that you choose here, you're welcome to either watch the whole thing or choose a different message. It's pretty flexible. And as always, everything that you see here, it's general advice. So always take from it what makes sense for you. All right, so truly, madly, deeply. So what happened here? We do have the Temperance card. Some of you could be Sagittarius. You could be dealing with a Sagittarian. So there's this need for time. There is this need for patience. There's something that's not quite manifesting at this point in time. Maybe during Sagittarius season is when something might happen. It's going to require a little bit more time for things to unfold, to be able to maybe claim this new beginning. But the Temperance card is a possible reconciliation for those of you who are not together. We do have the Chariot. Some of you could also be dealing with a Cancer. You could be the Cancer here. So it does seem that eventually things are going to start moving. It's not moving yet, but it will. Okay, so this is a very good energy that there will be action that's taken to get things moving. Look at this. So this was the challenge. As we go back to the lyrics of the song, there's this reference to faithfulness and somebody who's counting on a new beginning with you, Divine Feminine. This is why you guys are not together. Okay, this is your story. If it makes sense, you could have been dealing with a masculine who betrayed you, who betrayed the trust. They did things to hurt you, and it was through infidelity, more than likely, deceptive, manipulative type behavior. Okay, now you guys could have already had children together. You're coming through as the Empress. You could be Taurus energy, but this could be for any sign, of course. Fertility, abundance. You are a very empowered Empress. Okay. And, I feel ultimately this masculine is really wanting to fix things for you guys to get back together. Look at this. Beautiful cards. We have the Sun and then the Magician representing Gemini and Virgo specifically. We've got Leo right here. So happy energy. A dream that can still manifest. There is the possibility towards a new beginning. The Magician, it's all about manifestation, a very positive outcome. You've got that energy right next to the Sun, and it really is a beautiful message, letting you guys know that even though you might have experienced this, you can also experience the happiness again. So this partnership right here, it can rekindle, it can come back together, but it's going to take time. And you simply have to have patience for this to manifest. It's either that or the masculine has to have patience until you're ready, Divine Feminine. Okay, so I'll leave that one there. Hopefully you resonated with that. So let's grab another song on behalf of the masculine here. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on the divine masculine energy. Love Bites by Def Leppard. I don't want to touch you too much, baby, because making love to you might drive me crazy. I know you think that love is the way you make it, so I don't want to be there when you decide to break it. So this might be a masculine who's actually wanting to just keep their distance. They're very attracted to you. You guys could have certainly shared those intimate moments together, the sexual chemistry. It's right here. But it's also one of those things where a masculine is feeling like the feminine has a particular idea of what love is, and maybe you guys just aren't on the same page. And maybe we have a masculine too that's feeling that you're on the brink of breaking up with them for whatever reason. They know that if that happens, it's going to hurt. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some tarot. I'll be pulling from my Tarot Teacher, the revised edition. Angels and spirit guides, please, for message number 3, song number 3. Four of Cups, yeah. Okay, so there's this disconnection between the two of you. Right now, you know, some of you guys could be going through depression, dealing with a lot of regrets over a possible breakup here. Because at the end of the day, the Four of Cups can represent a missed opportunity. Something clearly ended here. We've got the Death card represented here. Some of you could be a Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. Came to an end. But the thing about a Death card presenting itself, there's room for change. It is a card of transition and transformation. You know, it's one of those things where the only way you can move forward is to welcome in a new beginning and to start again. Because there's something here that fell apart. It failed and it hurt. Love literally bit you guys, or it bit the masculine. Some of you guys could have also been dealing with a masculine who had jealousy issues, you know? They could have also been very controlling, very possessive. And we could also have a masculine here. They're driving themselves crazy because they can't be with you, and maybe they're fantasizing or thinking about those intimate moments that you guys might have shared together. And it's all a fantasy at this point because they can't be with you or they're not with you. We've got the Ten of Wands right here, so they're stressed out right now. Maybe they took you for granted, Divine Feminine. So they're carrying that load on their shoulders, that heaviness. Six of Pentacles, this is all about equality. Something happened here clearly that ended the partnership. So there was this lack of equality more than likely. Maybe they were just taking rather than giving to you, you know? So what they're desiring here really is this transition right next to each other. The Death card and the Six of Swords, both representing transitions, releasing past baggage. So this right here, heading more towards calmer waters. You guys have already experienced some difficult moments in your relationship more than likely. So there's this need to just let it go, move on. I feel that's what the masculine is wanting, to be able to move on. Move on in the sense that they would prefer to just leave what happened in the past and to welcome in a new beginning with you, Divine Feminine. But for this particular scenario, it might be a missed opportunity because Divine Feminine, at this point, you might have already moved on to somebody else. We do have the Lover's card right here. Some of you could be dealing with a Gemini, and then we've got the Queen of Swords. So what this is telling me here, we have a feminine who more than likely cut this masculine out. Yep. So I don't want to be there when you decide to break it, and Queen of Swords broke it. Cut this masculine out. Probably because they had a lover, they might have cheated, there could have been infidelity here. And so they're realizing the error of their ways, truly, that they really have missed an opportunity to be with you. And that's why it's actually hurting them to continue to focus on their thoughts, their memories about you, their fantasies to be with you, certainly those intimate moments. They know that they did not make good choices back then. They would love the opportunity to make better choices this time, but it could be a missed opportunity. All right, so that's what's coming through there. All right, guys, so how many is that? I lost count. Is that 3? Okay, so let's grab another. This time on behalf of the feminine. So another song on behalf of the divine feminine here. All right, divine feminine. Song number 4, She's All I Ever Had by Ricky Martin. It's the way she makes me feel. It's the only thing that's real. It's the way she understands. She's my lover. She's my friend. And when I look into her eyes, it's the way I feel inside. Like the man I want to be. She's all I ever need. So much time, so much pain, but there's still one thing that still remains. It's the way she cared, the love we shared, and through it all, she's always been there. Wow, divine feminine. So if you relate to this, we have a masculine speaking up, realizing what you represented in their life, you know, and this could all be after the fact. You know, I'm just kind of picking up that maybe they lost you. You were their lover, you were their friend, you made them a better person. So there's this reference to so much time, so much pain, and what I'm picking up from that is the pain that they're feeling is that they're not with you. There's time apart here. Okay, so let me grab from my Tabby Tarot Teacher deck here. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for song number 4, message number 4. The second one on behalf of the feminine. So a masculine, more than likely, is not with you right now. And they're realizing, maybe you're the one that got away, that the way you loved them, the way you cared for them, the way you made them feel, it was so special. But maybe they didn't realize that when you guys were together. Queen of Wands, okay, divine feminine, here you are, representing that fire energy. Look at that, we have another card representing a missed opportunity, the disconnectedness, the regrets that they have. Things are not moving between the two of you. They would love to, though. They want this new beginning with you. They're ready to maybe come in with this offer to either reconcile. They want to be able to manifest long-term commitment here. This Judgment card keeps popping up for a lot of the scenarios here. They've gone through this awakening, truly. This is the masculine going through that awakening. So if you haven't heard from your masculine in a while, divine feminine, you probably will. They're going to reach out to you. They still are very attracted to you. They actually love your confidence, how sexy you are, energetic, vivacious. That's all a part of the energy of the Queen of Wands. Your sexy nature, I just feel they're very attracted to you. Sense of humor as well, you know. So you probably disconnected from this masculine here. And so they're probably going to reach out. There could be an apology on the horizon here. We do have the Temperance card representing Sagittarius. So there is this need to kind of meet in the middle, to have a mutual understanding of what you guys are wanting in this relationship, but all of that stuff is going to take time. The Temperance card is in need of patience. To be able to restore balance, it's going to take time. But we do have a masculine coming in as a king. So the king and the queen have the potential to reconcile. King of Pentacles, beautiful energy from a masculine who is faithful, very family-oriented. They could be quite established at this point. Maybe they weren't before. Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, That represents abundance right there. So I have a feeling here, Divine Feminine, you've got a masculine who might just surprise you with some of the changes that they've implemented in their life to show you perhaps that they really have turned into the man that you were expecting them to be. You know, in this case, in this particular card, it is a divine masculine representing a male energy. It doesn't always, you know, it's just energy. So gender-wise, feel free to take it how it makes sense for you. And this is clarifying here, Divine Feminine. You probably walked away from your masculine. So something occurred here that was not favorable, and you detached. And then we've got the Page of Cups. This is a happy surprise that's coming in, more than likely from your divine masculine. This can represent a romantic proposal. It can represent an engagement. It could represent marriage somewhere down the line. And as we can see with the Fool's energy here, they want a new beginning, and it's going to have to fall on their shoulders to be able to make all of that happen. All right, so that's what's coming through there. Let's grab one more set of cards for each of the masculine and feminine. All right, so one more song on behalf of the masculine here. All right, Divine Masculine. We've got Consequences by Camila Cabello. Loving you was sunshine, safe and sound, a steady place to let down my defenses, but loving you had consequences. Okay, so there could have been consequences through this love connection. And if you happen to be Divine Feminine tuning in, because I believe this song is from the Divine Feminine standpoint, okay, whoever represents the feminine standpoint here, that there was a masculine that you cared for and loved very deeply, but there were some consequences to this relationship. So let's see what that's talking about. What are those consequences? I'll be pulling from my Valentine Connection Tarot here. Angels and spirit guides, please. All right. Some consequences. What happened? Oh, yeah. Five of Pentacles. Somebody was left out in the cold. So we might have a divine masculine who was left out in the cold, and they've been struggling. I feel everything has been a struggle for this masculine. They're struggling not only because they're not with you, Divine Feminine, but they're also perhaps struggling in relation to their job opportunities, their finances. They could be living paycheck to paycheck. They're struggling. And yet, Divine Feminine, here you are, coming in as the Queen of Pentacles, as well as the Empress. Now, some of you guys, you might have already had a family together. The Empress can represent that maternal influence. And then you couple that up with the Queen of Pentacles, which is a very down-to-earth maternal energy. So I feel, Divine Feminine, you really gave a lot of your time and energy to this masculine. And, you know, maybe they did not do the same. And through those failed actions on their part, you might have distanced yourself, because right here we've got two very empowered energies representing the feminine. So you're able to stand on your own 2 feet, maybe financially, career-wise, you're doing great. Masculine, not so much. Not so much. But look at this, guys. Look at this. Wheel of Fortune. Look at this lineup. So here comes the king now. They might have at one point in time been struggling, and maybe they just didn't have their act together. But they're coming in with that equal energy, Divine Feminine. Your divine counterpart, they're showing up now. You know, so this is just an example. If you guys were, for, as I mentioned, just an example that maybe you were providing for your masculine financially. They don't need you to do that now. Not if they're coming in as the King of Pentacles. They are also quite established at this point. So they're not really looking to you to provide for them or to help them out financially in any way. You guys are equally matched up now, your divine counterparts here. So things seem to be turning around for the better. And that's a great energy here. Hasn't always been easy, but, you know, things have the capability of improving. Look at this. You've got the Ace of Pentacles. You guys together are very abundant, not just monetarily, not just in relation to work opportunities, career advancements, but this abundance represents the love that you have for one another as well. So it does seem here that there is good news attached to this scenario, despite what might have broken you guys up, what might have contributed to challenges in the relationship. And look at this. You've got the sun. So happiness is possible. This represents the radiance of that sun's energy, abundance once again. Okay, joy, success, a cause for celebrations, very positive energy. So it might not have started off that way, guys, but it sure can end up that way. So that's really nice. All right, so let's grab one more song representing the feminine, and then we'll wrap it up. All right, so one more song. And again, guys, if the one you chose ended up not resonating, you're more than welcome to maybe listen to the whole thing, pick and choose whatever part of the message makes sense for your situation. These general readings, you know, they're pretty flexible in however way you interpret them. All right, let's grab one last song for the collective. And we have Baby, Baby, Amy Grant. And ever since the day you put my heart in motion, baby, I realized that there's just no getting over you. Now, some of you guys could have had a baby together or had a family together. But if not, you know, this is basically a divine feminine letting the masculine know. More than likely, maybe you guys spend time apart, but we have a feminine here who hasn't gotten over the masculine. All right, so let's grab one final set of tarot from my Luna Tarot deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for the divine feminine. So if you chose this message, here we are. You feel very drawn to your masculine, but you guys had a tower moment. Yeah. But you haven't been able to let go of your masculine. This could have been a very unexpected breakup. It was hurtful. This is a lost foundation right here. It created a separation between the two of you. Here we are again with that judgment. This one keeps popping up in all of, well, not all, but the majority of the messages that came through here today. A day of reckoning, that awakening. Either that is your energy, divine feminine. You finally have gained clarity. You've had that epiphany. You've had a chance to take a look at the past and what created this tower moment to begin with. Or it's the masculine going through this awakening, especially if they were part of the reason for that tower moment. Okay? Somebody's got a lot of regrets here. Four of Cups, the missed opportunity. This was a very challenging situation right here. Five of Wands, the conflict, the disagreements, the arguments that you guys have had. There was competition here. There were love rivals. So divine feminine, what I feel here for this scenario is you've always loved your masculine. But maybe you have a situation where a masculine decided to explore another connection. But now that they've had the opportunity to take a look at what happened, and you guys experienced this tower, now they're sitting in this energy where they regret what they did. Look at this. Divine feminine, you probably cut them out. Here you are, this very independent Queen of Swords. You are a no-nonsense divine feminine, and you're not going to put up with a whole lot of nonsense from the masculine here. So even though you've been through something very difficult, Nine of Wands, it's a card of persistence. You know, that can apply to the masculine or the feminine. Somebody was hurt here. Somebody was deeply wounded by what happened. This is not an easy energy, that tower. So this is just an example, divine feminine, if you had a masculine who cheated on you, who broke your trust, you probably cut them out. And so here you are, perhaps dealing with the pain, dealing with the hurt, feeling unloved, unworthy. And they've got regrets about that because they made the wrong choices. They were juggling. Look at these energies. But through this Judgment card, I'm telling you, they see the error of their ways. They see that they contributed to what happened here. And through the Seven of Cups, they know that in order to bring you guys back together, they need to make different choices. They need to make better choices. They need to choose you and only you. Bottom of the deck here, we've got the Six of Pentacles, which is about equality. And that's the only thing really that is going to fix this, for them to be just as invested in the relationship as you are, Divine Feminine. Because somebody who is cheating, who is unfaithful, who's making choices outside of the partnership, hanging out with other people, love rivals, juggling, they can't make up their mind, this is what could possibly save this situation. But I feel, Divine Feminine, it's going to take a lot to win you back. That's just what I'm getting. But even though that could certainly be the case, there's a part of your heart that really loves your masculine, and you might not end up reconnecting, but there's a part of you that, as it says, you may not ever get over this person. But this is you putting yourself first. All right, guys, so I will leave that there. Hopefully there's something through these songs, the lyrics, the messages that presented itself in whatever message you chose. Or again, you're more than welcome to watch the whole thing. And that's it for now, guys. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, as always, we've now added action buttons at the end of each video where you could just click on the button and it'll take you straight to my website. Or if you are wanting any of the decks that you see here, you can click on my deck shop link as well. But for your convenience, we always add it into the description box below. That's it for now, guys. Thank you so very much. I'll see you in the next one.